Go see what you get a guy in his zone, guess what? He'll open up to you. He'll start talking to you. He'll just talk and talk. Look, number one thing is a sense of respect, a sense of honor. Women, when you can come in with your communication and talk to him with a sense of saying, you know what? You're the leader of this home and I honor you and I respect you. You know what? You are it. That man will be so turned on. And then number two, sexual touches. Here's the thing. And primarily, statistically, men tend to be more sexual in marriage than women. And I'm going to tell you something. Women, by choice. I know it's not by feeling, by choice. And the men said,
Amen.
Say it again, Pastor. Right. Sometimes you might have matching libidos, and that's fine too. But at the same time, when a woman says, "Again? We just did it. We do it again? Come on." Oh man, a guy sensitive to that. It's almost like a form of rejection. But think about it like this. That's a God-given thing on the inside of that man to keep him coming back to you.
Amen.
Think about that. And if there's that thing where I'm getting older, it's not there like it used to be, that's fine. Look at get the blue pill. Do whatever you need. Some ginseng, some herbal tea, whatever you got to do. Look, guys, spice it up, man. Once again, what's the primary thing that God said in the beginning? He says, you're going to leave your mother and father. You're going to leave them. They're not priority anymore. They're not. Your spouse becomes the priority.
Amen.
They're the priority. And the Bible says, and this is what Jesus says, or God says, He says, and you shall cleave to each other, and you shall become one.
Amen.
One flesh. I seen this, I was reading this one statistic on a couple, and they were having problems in their marriage, and they said for the next 30 days we're going to be intimate with each other, no matter how we feel, doesn't matter what we're going through, and they're talking about it and they're testifying in regards to this, and they said that the first couple of weeks it was so tough. After 30 days they were more in love with each other than ever before. Put the priority when it comes to intimacy right back. Amen?
Amen.
It's the number two thing. It's the number two thing for us men. First is respect, honor. Number two is sex. And here's number three. Number three, once again, is a sense of, I want you to become my buddy. Janette was asking me as far as for Christmas, what I want. And so I was like, I was thinking about it, and I want to get a smoker. I can smoke my meat, And I like barbecue, and I think that's just so cool. That's just me. And now here's what she could have done. She could have been like, for what? You already have a barbecue. You could barbecue anytime. Now you're gonna get a smoker? No, she says, okay, no problem. She says, tell me more about it. And I'm just like, okay. Oh, I gotta get some hickory wood or some cherry wood, and then what you do is, and I told her, and I got so inspired by a buddy of mine, Roy, and he's got it in his backyard. I'm just like, and my whole vision now is, I need to get a smoker. I need to get a smoker. I gotta get a smoker. And you know what she did? She totally opened up my heart when she said, "Well, tell me more about it. What is your husband into?" I'm gonna tell you something. Get into his world. Do that. Get into his world. Amen?
Amen.
What's the time? Are we good with time?
Yes.
2 minutes? 2 minutes. Okay. God, I have 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes only. Okay, then with those 2 minutes, let me talk about the women. Women.
You have more time.
Women, what are the primary needs? What are the primary needs of a woman in marriage? Primary needs of a woman in marriage. Security. I'll tell you something, guys. there is nothing like when a woman is secure. When a woman is secure, she's at rest. It might be a financial thing. What if there's not enough money coming in? Well, I'll tell you something. Guess what, guys? It's not so much about the money, but it's about the commitment behind the money.
Amen.
It's the size of the commitment. It really is.
Amen.
Money's going to come, money's going to go, but I'll tell you something. It's you know what? When a woman goes up to you, mister, and goes up to you and says, you know, what are we going to do? That's not your time to freak out, too. I don't know. Guess what? She's looking for security. Here's her. We'll find a way, baby.
Amen. Yes,
We'll get through it. Number 2, thing for a woman, are non-sexual touches. She doesn't want to feel like just a piece of meat. She wants to feel like, you know what? He really does love me. You know, there'll be times where my wife, she'll go to the gym and she'll come back and she'll, and that was, and in the beginning I'm like, well, that's my moment. Here, let me give you a massage, baby. let me sneak my hands way down, you know. But I'll tell you something. I had to stop that, and I had to just, you know what, baby. If that's what you need, no problem. It's okay, baby. Non-sexual touches. Women love non-sexual touches. And statistically, guess what? The more non-sexual touches they get, the more sexual they become.
Amen.
Amen? That's a good one, guys. Keep that under the belt. Here's the other thing. Another thing that a woman is, the number 3 thing of a woman, as far as what she's looking for, is communication. You know what? Communication is huge. Now, guys, I just went ahead, and I have a few minutes. I just went ahead and I just told you, as far as I encourage the wives. Wives, you know what? It's sacrificial love. When he's feeling sexual, guess what? Even though you don't feel it, guess what? Get sexual, right? Okay. Now, on the flip side of that, guess what? Guys, you don't feel like talking? Talk. Cough it up. Communicate. She loves communication. I'll come back from work. She'll say, oh, so how was your day? Was it? It's good. What'd you do? Was it? It was fine. What'd you have for lunch? Polo. You know. I mean, it was odd. You know what? And then here's what she wants to hear. I woke up at 6 o'clock. I opened up my eyes. I seen the ceiling, and then from there I went ahead and looked over, and I seen you. And then I got ready. I brushed my teeth. I went ahead. I went to work. On my way to work, and then I seen the security guard, and I told him hi, and when I tell him hi, you know, he waved back to me. And guys, I'm gonna tell you something. She wants details. Sacrificial love. Sacrificial love. Look, I don't feel like talking, and I don't feel like talking. You know, there's in the row that I sit at, I sit in one row at work, and then the next row are the funders, and they fund the loans, and they wire out, and they're all women, and they are just talking. I mean, they are just chattering, and then they'll look to me like, "Hey, you don't say anything." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." I'm resting so I get home, you know, and then I can talk, you know. So I'm like regrouping myself. You know, what am I going to talk about at home? You know, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. You got to communicate. You're gonna have to communicate. Well, I didn't see my dad ever communicate, and they're still married. Well, guys, it's not about that. Once again, we're talking about meeting each other's needs. You are the primary source for your spouse's needs to be met.
Amen.
Think about that.
Amen.
There is no other person on the face of this planet that can meet my wife's needs better than me. And guess what? I look to get better. I'll never be perfect, but I'll tell you something. I'll get better.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
I'm going to stop right now for a 3-minute break. If you guys need a break. The restrooms are right here.